Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Watch, former Oregon High School star wreaking havoc for the Dallas Cowboys. Osa Odigizua is personally destroying the Carolina Panthers. The Dallas Cowboys defensive tackle has been a major problem on Sunday. The former David Douglas High School star posted a strip sack on Panthers quarterback Bryce Young during the game. Odigizua's forced fumble was recovered by Cowboys defensive end Chauncey Golston at the Panthers' 29. The turnover led to a Dallas touchdown early in the third quarter. Watch, former Oregon State Beavers star catches a TD pass for the Dallas Cowboys deck. 9/2024, 10:23 p.m. Former Oregon Ducks star rolls with the Chicago Bears deck. 12/2024, 5:21 p.m. Odigizua repeated his pressure effort on the Panthers' next offensive series. Odigizua broke through the protection and nearly pulled Young down. Forced to scramble, Young climbed the pocket and was eventually tripped up by Golston for a 6-yard loss. Odigizua has now posted 4 sacks in 2024, tying his career high that he set during the 2022 season. Cowboys pass on Ashton Jeanty for Michigan star in 3-round 2025 NFL mock draft. The Dallas Cowboys are destined for another season picking higher in the NFL draft order. Part of the reason for this decline, even when you consider the best efforts of Rico Dowdle and the injuries to Dak Prescott, is the fact the running game is starting to take a major step in the wrong direction. The Cowboys are in perfect position to take one of the best running back prospects in some time by adding Boise State Heisman hopeful Ashton Jeanty. Having already advocated for the Cowboys to draft him, Jeanty and his almost record-breaking year has been an attractive target for Dallas. However, with how thin the Cowboys are on the defensive line and in the secondary, Dallas might be better off following this NFL draft blueprint in 2025. In this way of thinking, the Cowboys would pass on Jeanty, take a running back later on day 2 of the NFL draft, and build the deepest roster possible. Round 1, Pick 12, Kenneth Grant, DT, Michigan. The Cowboys need to learn to scout the player, not the helmet. Another run-stuffing Michigan defensive tackle might not be what fans want to see after the whole Motzie Smith mess, but Grant may be more than just an athletic toolbox. His size and power can be overwhelming. While often overshadowed by Mason Graham, Grant is making a name for himself as a quality run-stuffer. With surprising quickness off the snap, he will be more than just a space eater in the pros. Round 2, Pick 43, Jody Barron, CB. Texas. Dallas secondary needs one more impact player, as this beat-up unit has been ripped apart with alarming regularity in 2024. Why not stay local? Barron has been rising up the charts in a cornerback class that is falling off talent-wise after top names like Travis Hunter and Will Johnson. Barron was used in multiple defensive alignments, and he had success in all of them. A hard-hitting DB who makes plays in run support and has shown to have a nose for the football this season, Barron can overcome his lack of great speed and earn a starting role fairly early on. Round 3, Pick 74, Dylan Sampson, RB, Tennessee. This running back class is so deep that the Cowboys can draft someone who could end up unseating Dowdle on day 2. With the decline of players like Oklahoma State's Ollie Gordon and Ohio State's Travion Henderson, Sampson could rise up to fill the void. Not only does Sampson possess legitimate 4.35 speed that makes him a home run hitting threat Dowdle isn't at this stage of his career, but he managed to run for 22 touchdowns in a pass-happy offense. Adjusting to professional offenses will be key in determining how high his ceiling is. Cowboys urged to take bigger swing by hiring $125 million coach. The Dallas Cowboys are being pushed to move on from head coach Mike McCarthy. The Dallas Cowboys face a decision on the future of head coach Mike McCarthy, but the underachieving NFC East franchise is being urged to make significant changes this offseason. McCarthy is in the final months of his contract, meaning the Cowboys can move on cleanly this offseason. ESPN's Bill Barnwell is pushing the Cowboys to sign highly coveted Detroit Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson. The surprise is that the analyst suggested taking a bigger swing with Johnson by offering a massive 5-year, $125 million deal. This is a lot of money for a first-time NFL head coach. Offer Ben Johnson 5 years and $125 million to take over as coach, Barnwell wrote in a December 12, 2024, story titled, Off-Season Moves to Fix the 49ers, Bengals, Cowboys, and Jets. I wanted to argue that the Cowboys should hire Bill Belichick, who would have taken over in the hopes of immediately fixing the defense and left the offense to someone else. With Belichick taking the job at the University of North Carolina, though, Dallas might instead need to take a bigger swing to fix its offense. The Cowboys can't subvert the salary cap, and they can't buy first-round picks, but spending on coaches is uncapped. Paying Johnson this much would represent a significant investment and probably make every other team in the league angry, but coaches as a whole are underpaid. This franchise is valued as being worth more than $10 billion by Forbes. If this move succeeds, Johnson would be a bargain. If it fails, the Cowboys won't miss the money. Johnson's appeal is hard to ignore, but the assistant opted to remain in Detroit despite being a hot name during the coaching carousel after the 2023 season. Heading into Week 15, the Lions lead the NFL by averaging 32.1 points per game and are number 2 is total yards at 422.5 per contest. The question is whether the Cowboys will actually make a move at head coach this offseason. Dallas opted to stick with McCarthy in 2024, despite an embarrassing 48-32 loss to the Green Bay Packers in the opening round of the NFL playoffs. This scenario would be different as McCarthy was already under contract with the Cowboys in 2024. Bringing McCarthy back for 2025 would require a new contract and likely more of a commitment than just one season. The Athletic's Diana Russini reported that McCarthy's future may depend on how the Cowboys play in the team's final 4 games to close the season. Around the league, speculation is swirling about McCarthy's future, including from those looking for a chance to be the head coach of the Cowboys, Russini detailed in a December 14 article titled, Russini's What I'm Hearing, the Biggest Belichick Twist, about those Kyle Shanahan rumors. Many believe the team's performance in these final games will be critical, with some executives believing Dallas might stick with their lame duck coach if they see enough progress and the locker room support the coach has received continues. One NFL executive, not with the Cowboys, believes it will be important for McCarthy to finish strong, for Jones to stand pat. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Ben Jones? Leave your opinion in the comments.